Assalamualaikum dan selamat sejahtera, selamat petang. Nama saya Faisal Mustafa dan saya seorang Paddy Master Instructor. Kali ini saya akan menunjukkan kepada anda cara bagaimana saya membuat kelas saya dalam kursus Paddy Junior Open Water Course. Sebelum itu, saya nak anda subscribe kepada channel ini, tekan loceng, tekan like dan jangan lupa tinggalkan komen di bahagian bawah sekiranya anda mempunyai sebarang pertanyaan tentang kursus yang saya jalankan. Now, let's go to Aquatic Life, page 132. Inilah yang macam mula-mula tadi Darwish cakap. Are you going to see Aquatic Life? Tengok, kalau Aquatic Life, kalau conditions tu elok, a lot of things you can see. All the fishes are playing around you. Different dive sites that we go, different aquatic life will emerge. Berbeza-beza, bukan ikan yang sama je kat semua tempat. Tempat ni walaupun dekat, tempat ni banyak ikan ni, tempat ni banyak ikan ni. So you explore banyak tempat lah. Passive interactions are those that live aquatic life undisturbed. Watching, photographic, active interactions are those that affect aquatic life directly by altering their normal behaviors. Feeding, hunting, touching, feeding, chasing, caring. Beza passive interaction dengan active interaction. Passive interaction, banyak ikan. A lot of things you want to see. You just see. Tengok je lah. Jangan provoke dia. Jangan attack dia. Jangan disturb dia. When you disturb them, they will attack you. Using flash boleh. Tapi jangan tonjol-tonjol dia macam tu. Leave it undisturbed. Kalau dia perasan you and then dia lari kan, dan bad lah. Perlahan-lahan je lah dia tak lari. Okay, that is passive. And active bila you kacau dia. What other aquatic life that is dangerous to us, to the divers? Number one is jellyfish. This is jellyfish. Dia ada kadang-kadang musim dia tau, Darwish. Dia macam, I think in July, dekat Tioman, jellyfish akan banyak. Jellyfish ni, if you look at my face very closely, ada macam scar dekat sini.
At what?
Dia kena apa tau? Dia kena dia punya sesungut tu. Dia punya janggut-janggut ni. That is very poison. That is not very. That is poisonous. Dia akan gatal. Sometimes dia macam bercala macam tu. Dia lalu je. But not type of jellyfish. Other types of jellyfish that is not dangerous. So you can swim with the jellyfish. Jellyfish you can see very nice. Sometimes very colourful. Sometimes dia ada lampu. Okay. It's not a fish. It's not a coral. But it's a living creature.
Portuguese man o' war
Where?
in the book.
Bahaya juga. Because of the janggut-janggut ini. This one is sea urchin. Sea urchin dia tajam. Dia ada duri. Duri dia boleh, bila dia kena you punya peha ataupun betis, duri tu akan melekat dekat you punya kaki. Stingrays, dia punya ekor, dia boleh rotan, dia boleh libas. Sometimes, some stingray dia ada electric. Bzzz. Macam tu. Kena. This is Portuguese man-o'-war. Dia macam jellyfish. Lionfish and scorpionfish. This is also nice. Cantik. Tapi apabila dia buka, dia punya kepak, dia macam Red Indian punya crown tu. Tajam. Okay. And this is cone shells. Fire coral. Cone shells, I am not sure how this is harmful. Fire coral, you kena, you rasa macam pedih.
Just by touching them.
Dia dekat bottom. So kalau you punya buoyancy tak cantik, you pakai weight terlalu berat, you touch the bottom, kena fire coral, you akan garu je. Dia pedih. Yang ini dia tangkap ikan lah. So kalau kena kita, ikan akan mati ni. Ikan kena je, dia punya kain tu, dia macam skirt dia. Kena mati lah. So kalau kena kita punya kulit, gatal lah.
Kena,
Sometimes berdarah. Berbekas, not berdarah. Dia macam bengkak.
Macam
Jirat.
jellyfish.
Yes, sea nettles.
What's the
yang ni
difference
gigit
between
terus.
What's the difference between sea nettle and jellyfish?
Sea nettles and jellyfishes, dia ni sama juga. Dia
In
macam,
the same family.
dia the same, yes, the same family. Tapi bentuk dia, dia perangkap ikan. Dekat dia punya, sebab dia punya lebih panjang. Okay? Dia pergi jadi macam net. Dia macam jala kan. Dia net, dia lalu je, mati lah ikan tu. For dia punya food. Yang ni tak panjang. See? And sometimes, dia cantik. Kadang-kadang dia ada light. Dia ada lampu. Then we go to yang bite, yang menggigit. Moray eels. Okay? Dia gigit. Dia punya sharp teeth. Barakuda, dia tanduk. Barakuda, dia akan tanduk, dia takut kepada cahaya. And you use a torchlight, dia ingat torchlight tu akan serang dia. So dia akan serang torchlight tu. So kalau if you put your torchlight near to your face, you kena patuk. Dia akan patuk. Macam tu. Terus. And dia punya puncung, dia punya mulut tu tajam.
Triggerfish.
My beloved triggerfish. Okay, you know the triggerfish. Last week kita tengok triggerfish kan, you Google. Dia akan laju. Dia akan serang apabila dia ingat macam kita nak pergi dia punya nest. Dia punya sarang. Ataupun nak ambil dia punya baby. Atau dia punya eggs. So dia akan serang. Dia punya gigi tu tajam and dia boleh koyakkan dia punya kulit. For fresh water,
Are we diving on fresh water or salt water?
fresh water.
Wait, freshwater crocodile. Let's
Minat, salt water. We're not going fresh water.
So saltwater crocodile.
Saltwater crocodile. Oh yeah, there is a saltwater crocodile.
They're less dangerous than freshwater, right?
I'm not sure because I've never seen. Kadang-kadang dia ni macam dekat tempat when the fresh water meets the intertidal nama dia. When the fresh water air terjun kan fresh kan. Lepas tu dia masuk ke laut kan. Dekat situ. The fresh water meets the salt water. Dekat situ banyak crocodile lah. Dekat swamp. Dekat wetlands macam tu. Crocodile makan orang. Some sharks, not all. The man-eater yang makan daging, they can smell your blood. And dia kejar you punya blood because dia nak daging. But not all sharks are dangerous. Okay, this is the black tip shark. Black tip sharks, some of them are really harmful lah. Snakes yang ada racun, dia patuk. Kalau kita tak serang dia, dia tak serang kita. And octopus, dia akan berlilit kita. So these are the things. And what happened? Accident would happen.
Does this all harmful aquatic animal will be every place that we will dive?
Ada? Macam fire coral? But I will tell you, I buat local orientation lah. I will brief you dekat sini. Nanti kita pergi about 20 meters. I can show you fire coral. So you have to take care of your buoyancy macam tu. Okay, and this area very interesting. We can see macam shark mungkin ada, mungkin tak ada. So you just aware. Kalau ada shark lalu, just stay. Dia tak kejar lah. And kalau kita look very careful, we might find lionfish under the corals. Dia selalu dia bottom dwellers nama dia. Bottom dwellers are the fish that stay at the bottom. Dia tak berenang macam tu. Dia stay je. So kalau kita look into the corals, pandai-pandai cari, I can show you lionfish. Okay, katalah macam mana. Look at this. So nice, they can play with sharks. Katalah kita kena gigit dengan sama ada kena cucuk sea urchin ataupun kita kena patuk dengan eel, berdarah. What we do is kita kena keluarkan dia punya poisonous, dia punya racun, dia punya ileo. So what you need to do is you have to clean it with fresh water. And basuh dengan fresh water. What I normally do kalau ada accident, I guna my divers yang kena tu dengan cuka, vinegar. Jangan rub, jangan garu. Kalau garu, dia akan lagi kembang.
Clean it with fresh water.
Yeah, you clean it with fresh water.
If I got sting, do I have to clean it with fresh water?
Clean it with fresh water. Lepas tu cuci dengan vinegar. Cuka.
But if I got sting in salt water?
You're in the salt water, bila you keluar, kalau sakit sangat tak tahan, and then we abort the dive, go up, and we go home. We go back, and immediately cuci with vinegar and fresh water. Sebab itu, so be careful, avoid the hazardous aquatic life. Diorang suka pakai long wetsuit, exposure suit, supaya tak bercalar-calar, tak kena, and then glove. Okay, kalau you pakai glove, I don't encourage my divers to wear gloves. Sebab kalau dia pakai glove, dia nak pegang semua benda, not supposed to touch. So how do we avoid or prevent aquatic animal injuries? Okay, nombor satu, be familiar with the hazardous organisms. Maknanya you tahu dekat sini banyak eel. So we have to be very careful, our eyes must be sharp. Number two, treat all organisms with respect. Not touch. Please casually disturb them. Jangan acah-acah dia. Respect dia. So they will get you and then dia tak rasa terancam lah. Number three, avoid wearing shiny, dangling jewelry which may look like bait fish or small prey to some predators. Yang berkilat-kilat macam tu, dia suka. Sebab itu kalau kita punya, kalau orang pergi mancing kan, dia punya umpan tu berkilat-kilat, lepas tu ada macam feather, macam tu dia.
Coach, umpan dia apa tadi? Coach, lihat sekejap tadi.
Dia patung-patung ikan tu berkilat-kilat. Dia suka makan tu. Dia suka kejar. So avoid wearing shiny dangling jewelry. Yang berkilat-kilat, yang shining. Sebab itu you can find normally wetsuits are in black. Number four, watch where you put your hand, your feet, your knees. Jangan knee down on corals. And when you need to knee down, you knee down on the sand. Number five, maintain neutral buoyancy, stay well above the bottom and move slowly and carefully. Jangan sampai bawah sangat, just off the bottom. Kalau you punya weight tu terlalu berat, put a little bit air supaya you are neutral. Number seven, avoid contact with all organisms. Jangan dekat dia. You can see from far. Especially when they are ada menggigit ataupun dia ada patuk macam like what I said, when you see a triggerfish from far, just divert. Kalau dia nampak you daripada jauh dan dia tak rasa macam ni jauh lagi. Kalau you pergi dekat lagi, dekat, dia kejar lah. So dia suspect that you are coming the nest.
So if we got bite by a triggerfish, what do we do?
Some triggerfish, bila dia macam bulldog, dia gigit you, dia bawa naik atas, dia ikutlah naik atas. Lagi you punya tangan tu tak koyak.
Can we not go to a place that has triggerfish?
Okay,
I don't want to end my life so quickly.
kalau dia datang, I cannot help. But most of the places where I know that there are triggerfish, then I will try to avoid, as you wish. But if they come over to a new dive site, macam sepatutnya tak ada. Then suddenly, triggerfish sesat. So we avoid the fish lah. Be cautious with apparently dead organisms or detached body. Even though kita tengok ikan tu macam mati kan, tetap kita jangan pegang. Because some dead aquatic animals, walaupun dia mati, they are still poisonous. Even though they are dead, jangan pegang juga. Because of the tentacles. Dia punya sesungut dia tu. When they die, dia punya sesungut tu masih ada poison. In case you are been bitten by the aquatic animals or langgar ataupun terluka, make sure that your body too is breathing. That is the most important. You nampak dia kena gigit. Dia, oh my god, jangan macam tu. Make sure that he or she is breathing. You know what is CPR? CPR is when you put the pressure on your lung, pump balik. Kalau dia tak breathing lah, how do you check dia punya breathing ke tidak? Underwater, tak ada bubble dah. Dah bubble dah tak ada, maknanya dia not breathing. Because kalau ada bubble, yes, the diver is breathing. So when you go up, you pegang sini, tengok tak ada angin, maknanya not breathing. When the diver is not breathing, you provide CPR. Are you a member of PBSM ke? Tak. Tingkatan 1 tak ada co-curriculum. If diving in salt water, bring stings with salt water, not fresh. Don't rub stings, it makes them worse and spreads them. If diving in salt water, means stings with salt water, not fresh water. Okay?
Oh.
Use vinegar. Dia matikan racun-racun ataupun yang dah masuk yang kena kepada kulit kita tu, vinegar. Kalau you kena spine, dia punya duri tu, dia punya tanduk dia, like scorpion fish, lion fish tu kan dia kan. Clean it in hot water like 49 degrees for 30 to 90 minutes. Lalukan air yang panas. Janganlah air yang mendidih. 30 degrees saja supaya that will clear the wound. Sea urchin tu kan yang duri-duri tu kan, yang macam bola tapi dia ada duri-duri tu kan. Okay, kalau you kena sea urchin, dia duri-duri tu akan melekat kat you punya kulit. So you ambil pengepit, cabut. Kalau you gosok macam tu, duri tu akan melekat dalam. Nanti dia akan jadi nanah. So you kena pelan-pelan, tahan sikit, tarik, gunakan klip. Kalau you jangan guna gunting. Kalau gunting, dia terputus and then dia tertinggal dekat dalam you punya kulit. Kena guna penyepit, tarikkan duri tu daripada kulit. Use the forceps if you can do so without breaking them. Otherwise, leave this for medical personnel. Jangan buat kaki sakit, ada duri, oh my god, macam tu kan. Tapi kawan-kawan semua tak ada forceps, tak ada penyepit, then let the doctor or the medical people to do it. Keluarkan duri, kalau tidak dia akan lepas tu kalau misalnya kita dah lalukan air panas macam tu, still you need to see the doctor. Sebab apa? Takut ada infection. You can, if you like this one, you suka jadi macam medical tolong orang, take up PADI Junior Rescue Diver. Okay, look at this fish. Tengok. kamera ada dekat situ. Dia macam dia very curious. Okay? These are not harmful. Tengok aja. You can see but no touch. Yang ikan yang dekat sebelah sini tu adalah bumphead fish. These are dolphins lah, macam you tahu kan. These are whales. Dia tak telan pun. So you can just watch. Mana dia kacau. This one is buyer. So tengok daripada jauh. Kalau you these are jellyfish.
So that is a strange jellyfish.
This one fire corals. Pinefish, lionfish. Stingray, tengok dia punya ekor. Electric. Ini yang gigit. Shark gigit. This is barracuda. Lobsters and crabs. Tak kacau pun. Dia lari je. Sibuk engkau. Macam tu. Turtles, not harmful at all. But they are very nice. So to avoid that, you have to maintain your neutral sea. Jangan sampai dilanggar corals. Okay, don't touch. Kalau you look at the aggressive fish, stop. Just watch. Just passing by. Okay? See? Kalau misalnya dia macam curious, dia datang dekat-dekat kan, dia nak tengok daripada dekat, just stop je lah. Okay? Ni konon-konon dia dah kena gigit ataupun kena corals. So you letak vinegar, cuci, don't rub, jangan garu. Okay, yang ini kelp ataupun tempat-tempat yang forest underwater. Macam ni. This one pun bahaya juga. Because dia berbelit. So what you do is, kalau benda tu berbelit, jangan turn. Kalau you turn, lagi dia bersimpul. Sikit. Okay, jangan turn. Let your body disconnect. Yang mana tersepit tu dekat belakang. Because you cannot see behind. Then when you turn, benda tu akan berpusing dengan you. Dia lagi-lagi complicated. Bersimpul-simpul. Sebab itu kadang-kadang kita bawa knife. Kita potong je. So let your body up. Sometimes you are very cautious. Kita tak dive dekat tempat-tempat yang cat forest macam ni kan. Tapi sometimes ada macam ghost net. Ghost net tu nelayan-nelayan yang tak responsible, dia buang dia punya net yang lama dekat dalam air. Dan sometimes dia punya net tu macam bersepah-sepah ataupun terbang-terbang kan. So you langgar, dia lalu tak perasan you lalu dekat dia punya net. Kalau you tengah tak boleh, you sampai you punya air habis. MATI, be careful, don't panic and don't turn. You kata macam, kenapa stuck ni? Something is behind me. So you ask your body, you show behind. Is there something is tangling? So macam mana how to avoid? Make sure you punya hose semua jangan bersepah-sepah. Put everything secure into your PCD. Project Aware ataupun now dia panggil Aware. Aware is a foundation ataupun satu kumpulan ataupun anybody can join. ada effort untuk kita clean up, jaga the ocean so that our ocean is safe and nice for everybody to enjoy. And also they teach you the awareness macam mana kita nak jaga ocean. Kita akan habiskan kita punya exercise 3, 4 and that's it.
The type of interaction I should generally have with aquatic life is passive.
Alright. Number 2.
Potentially hazardous aquatic animals are broadly those that sting or puncture, bite.
Correct. Pandai. 3.
Nearly all injuries from aquatic life results from A. Human carelessness, B. Breeding behaviors, C. Species aggression, and D. Spearfishing. Human carelessness.
Correct. Number 4.
I should be familiar with potentially hazardous organisms that may be in the local environment, where I would find them and how they could harm me. True.
Correct. Number 5.
I can learn more about handling aquatic life injuries and other emergencies in the body rescue diver and the emergency first response primary care CPR and secondary care first aid courses. True.
Correct. Number 6.
While underwater near a kelp forest, my body and I see a large shark approach. We should remain calm near the bottom and watch it.
Correct. 7.
Laws and regulations about aquatic life exist to preserve and protect organisms and also for human safety. True.
Pandai. Number 8.
One potential hazard of some plants and kelp is
Kelp ni tu yang macam hutan-hutan tu kan, kelp forest tu.
entanglement.
Yeah, you remember. Number 1. Last one. Come on, you can do it.
Project Aware involves me and other divers as part of the movement to help keep our ocean clean and full of healthy, abundant marine life. True.
Alright, that's the end of the show. Okay, everybody, thank you for watching me and Darwish. See you next round for our next topic on Teddy Junior Open Water Course on Diving Environments and Conditions. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Assalamualaikum.